Hey everyone, I'm Amy and I post 3 videos a week. I post a lot of 3-day foundation wear tests, full face first impressions, full face one brand, things like that. If that sounds like your kind of content, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on mine. In today's video, we are doing a full face of affordable makeup and I'm gonna create this summer vacation look is kind of what I'm going for. We are using some Lottie London, we are using some e.l.f., we are using some BH Cosmetics. I found some really great products in today's video. So if you would like to see how I created this look and some swatches of these products, then just keep watching. I wanted to start with the brow wax today because I find that when I use this, it can get really waxy like around my eye, and if I have foundation and stuff on already, it like picks up all that as well, and then I get foundation gunk in my eyebrow. So I want to use it first. Now when I say that when I use it, I have used this quite a few times actually. I still I hate this combination of words and I say it all the time. I still feel like I'm learning how to even use like a soap brow wax type thing. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, so let me know. I'm probably gonna fast forward through most of it because this is like a very tedious brow, but I did want to show you it because in case you need help and in case I need help. So this is the Mega Brow Shaping Wax from Lottie London. I have the shade Clear, so you can't really see it, but I don't know. So first I'm gonna just take my Wet n Wild spray, and this is the spray that is in my project pan, so that's why I use it. And I put like almost a full, just one spritz. I use the spoolie that came with it just to kind of apply the wax. That way I don't ruin all my spoolies and get them gunked up with wax like I do this one. And I don't know if you can see, but I'm already gunking up around the outside of my brow there. Now this is like a strong hold, laminated brows type situation. It is not a light hold, medium hold. It is not just to give your brows a little bit of definition. This is like if you really want to create your own brow from whatever brows you have, kind of thing. And this spoolie fits right back in there and it closes so that you don't lose it. I feel like I was kind of misled. I don't know, maybe that brow wax works differently than normal soap brows. When I think about people that influenced me to want to do soap brows, it's like Katie and Desi. Those are like the 2 people that come to my mind. And I always felt like they were selling it as this thing that was like easy and it just gave your brows so much without doing so much. But when I'm using this, it's like, it's not easy. It might look amazing at the end, but it is not easy. It's a lot of work. So then after it's kind of dried down, I will take a spoolie and actually brush them where I want them. And as you can see, it like laminates that brow. So I'm gonna try to get all of my hairs in the right directions first. It's so weird to see my brow look this big when it looks like this all the time. If you were gonna do this every single day, like if this was gonna be your brow hack, then you could cut your hairs to like be the length that you want them. But I don't do this every day, so, and I don't have much brows, so I don't want to cut it. So I just take the top and kind of try to shape it like so. And then I have like a couple hairs that don't want to go, so I work with them a little bit. Maybe for my brow preferences, I'm using too much. Like if I wanted to laminate my brows, I should use this much. And since I don't want to laminate my brows, because here's the natural shape of my brows. what is this? It's a giant square in the front and a weird, weak little tail, you know? So, and once you get it kind of how you want it, I just press it down. I do feel like with the wax, from my experience at least, I have working time. So even if I press those down, I can go back and work with them again. I just don't feel like there's any way that I could do my brow where I will get that satisfaction that a lot of people that like really care about their brows, like, you know, when people are like, oh my god, I could never leave without my brows, because they have like the insecurity of their brows without being done. I have that more so when I do my brows. So I have like more even fullness in this brow. Like this brow has like the most hairs where I want them, but this brow overall is like taller. I don't know if you can tell. I had to bring this one down a little bit just so they were around the same height, but this one's missing like a lot of hair in like the tail section. So, you know, whatever. Usually I do the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow or a brow pencil underneath it first to give me kind of like the line that I'm gonna want, so that whole time that I'm brushing through them with the spoolie, that it's doing something with the color as well. But I forgot because I was excited to talk about the brow wax, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Also, the pencil doesn't want to lay down as easily as it does before, which is why I like to do it. So. And then I'm going to take the spoolie and just go kind of at the bottom. I'm not brushing all the way through it again. We've got way more of a brow than we started with, huh? I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Just a little nervous about these brows. I feel like they're kind of a lot. So when I can feel wax like up here. So I'm gonna wipe that off. This one, I like this one. I can work with this one. This one's just, let's not talk about her. She's got problems. Okay. The next thing that I will do for my brows, yes, this is the longest thing ever, is I normally will take a MAC paint pot and prep my eyes and give myself like a little cleanup underneath. Today I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty Chill Out Under Eye Corrector. A lot of people were calling this like maybe a dupe for the Becca one, and it's way too dry for that. I feel like it's more like the MAC one, but not as good as the MAC one. And the color is not as good as the MAC one. But I don't like to have a lot of product on my brush when I do it, so I always just start with the lid. And then once I feel like the amount of product is good for me, I go up. Now that horrendous part was over, let's do
some eyeshadow.
I found this at TJ Maxx for $6.99. This is the Summer in Tropez palette, and it
is stunning.
Untouched. I love their travel series palettes, the 16 pan square palettes. So good. I already know this is gonna be so good. I want to do like a Summer in Tropez, like vacation vibes. So I want to swatch the shimmers and then decide what kind of look I'm going to create. Wow. Oh my gosh. These are so pretty. I'm going to start with the shade Sand, which is like this mauve-y pale shade. I think I'm going to go with Villa, which is this pink one, just to bring a little bit more of a colorful feel to the crease. Now we're going to start to deepen things up with the shade Nightlife, which is like this pink, and I'm going to go in kind of the outer corner area. This one looks like a lot. Okay. I'm taking a tiny 19, Katie Jane Hughes in Spectrum number 19. This has a lot of pigment. I'm trying to really focus it on the outer corner and just kind of let the brush do the blending. I want to make sure that it's still there when I open my eye. So I'm going to take my NYX number 16. That color went a long way. Like, there was a lot of pigment on that brush. I'm going to take the sand shade that we started with, the very first shade, on my NYX number 16, and just hit up the edges, and we'll clean this up, but I just want to kind of neutralize it so it feels like more than one color, because right now I feel like it took over and it's just one color look, you know? Even though it's like nice and gradiated, it just looks like one kind of tone. So bring that down so it's a little bit varied. I don't know if you can see the difference. I'm going to take this little flat brush, the KJH number 15, and I'm going to go into Cabana, which is the dark purple, and this will be our probably darkest color. This one is not as pigmented as the pink one. I think you can definitely see the depth it's creating, but it's not, it just looks like I deepened up the pink. It doesn't look like a different color, really. I'm gonna use some concealer to cut out the front. Do like a two-thirds moment, like so. And then I'm going to take a brush and see what I can pick up of that Coastline shade, the one that I said I wanted to use, the like bluey kind of color. It's on there, but it's since it's like that duochrome, it's not able to duo anything since it's like a clear base moment. So I'm gonna take my finger, see if I can just pat it on a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm gonna take the color kind of over the edge to get a little bit more blended. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. I think that's all I've got for the eyes. I'm gonna go put on foundation and concealer, and we'll come back and finish up the face. All right, I am back. I have foundation on, I have powder on, and I have bronzer on. Rest is for us. So I have a blush from Lottie London. It's one of their ombre brushes in the shade Serene. It's a really nice neutral looking pink. I have the Lottie London Gloss Supercharged Gloss Oil Tint in Glow. I have the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Glow Stick, which I wasn't even interested in this, and then I saw Juicy Jazz use it and I was like, oh, I need that. But first, I have the Lottie London Freckle Tint. I have never used a freckle tint, but if I were on vacation, I would have freckles. So I'm gonna do like a big swatch just to show you like the color of it. It's kind of warm, and then let's do like a freckle moment and see what that's like. Okay, I don't know if you can see. So we've got the freckles and then the big swatch. So it is kind of just like a stain, right? Okay, I'm nervous. I'm not gonna dip back in. That was plenty. And yes, I did powder my face, but I think it will be fine. I hope. Okay. I feel like it's kind of hard when you set it down for it not to make like a square, like a really awkward square. So some of the shapes are not really organic. They're kind of like too weird, but that one was a little bit better. Just gotta like learn to use the product, I guess. And we're gonna go into the blush. And I've got a little powder, and it does look like a really neutral color. I don't have any hand space left. Kind of peachy moment. And it's like a satin. Do you see the reflect? In the pan, it definitely looked like it had like some glitters, but when you mix it together, it doesn't look very glittery. So I only have it on this side. I think it's cute. It's like a subtle glow moment, you know? It's not too much at all. And I think it's a really nice, like, neutral color to wear on bronzy days, you know? I like this blush. I like it. I'm gonna have to try it when I have less makeup on my eyes just so I can really focus on the color itself. But so far I like it. We'll see on glowier days where I'm less powdered if it looks glowier, but I do think it looks really nice and smooth on the skin. So now onto this. I've been so excited about this. First of all, it smells like watermelon. This is, again, the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Glow Stick. I watched Juicy Jazz video where she was using it, and it looked like the most beautiful, majestic thing on her skin. Oh my gosh. But everything was beautiful on her skin. Oh my gosh. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, add to cart. So we are gonna use my finger. Wow. It's literally just like an oil kind of thing. Ooh. Wow, okay. That's very pretty. Okay, so with. It looks like I sprayed my face with setting spray. That's the kind of look it gives. It's like an overall, and that's probably because I already powdered my face. But if I use this on like a juicier makeup day, I wonder what it would look like, or a no makeup day. But I will say, when I was rubbing it, right, it's super thin. It feels like almost like a really thin oil consistency, but when I'm putting it on my face, it kind of feels like the Jelly Pop primer, like they just somehow put it in a stick form, and I'm now putting it on top of my makeup instead of under my makeup. I just scraped it with my finger. This is the kind of effect that I get when I spray my face with setting spray after I've powdered and put my entire face of makeup on. That's what it looks like to me. So if you like the look that setting your makeup gives you, but you don't like to set your whole makeup, like you just like that lacquered kind of finish to your face, I don't know if I can explain that. Like, it feels sealed in. Like, that's the kind of look it's giving me. It's giving me like glazed donut moment, you know? I like it. All right, I wiped crusties off my lip. So let's try this gloss. I want to try it without a lip liner or anything first, because it's kind of got a color to it. I just don't know how much of that color is going to show up on my lips. Again, this is the shade Glow. I think they do have like kind of a nudie color, but it's like sold out everywhere always. Yeah, it's just clear. It smells really nice. It's not a strong scent at all, but it's just enough that when you go to put it on your lips, you get like a nice little hint of sweetness. It's really nice. Okay, so that's just a gloss kind of moment. Let's see, what does it say? Supercharged gloss oil tint. Okay, yeah, I don't really like the doe foot. It's skinny and hard. Kind of wish it was a little bit softer. Like, it's like stiff, like a hard stick. I don't know how to describe it. But the effect on the lips is beautiful, and it feels really nice. It does feel like an oil, but not quite as thin as like the Kosas oil. It's a little bit more jelly feeling, but not as jelly feeling as the Tower 28. So it's somewhere in between those two formulas for me. I like the consistency and the effect on the lips. I think it looks really juicy. It does have like a tiny glitter in it, but I don't feel any glitter, and I don't feel like you can see the glitter. It just gives you juice, you know? So I'm gonna go off camera, put on mascara. I might put on a lip color and then put the gloss on top, and then we will talk about my feelings on all this makeup. All right, I did not put earrings in today. Oops. Anyways, so what did I do? I put on mascara. I put on Lash Princess. I ended up throwing on Milani Nude Cream number 26 lipstick. It's like a really soft peach, and it just barely covers up the color of my lip and gives me a little bit of something, but it's not too much for these eyes, I don't think. And then I took a little bit of the palest pink shade that we used and put it underneath my eyes. Villa. I don't want to like smoke it out because I just don't want to be doing too much, you know? Like, I feel like this is already a lot. But let's talk about my final thoughts on these products. 1, the brow wax. I think it is a good product. I don't know if it's made for my eyebrows and my way of doing my brows, but I think I will continue to play around with it. Maybe instead of solely relying on this and making that like laminated brow look, I could do a little bit less and just use it to kind of be like a brow gel, but a stronger hold brow gel. I don't know. I'm going to keep playing with it. So far, I like it. I just don't know if it works for my routine, if that makes sense. But yeah, I recommend it if you do like a brow laminated look and if you like to spend time on your brows. For me, I don't like spending time on my brows. The next thing we use, the Summer and Saint-Tropez palette. This is beautiful. I'm really excited to dig into this green shade, this pink shade. I kind of wanted to add it to this look, but then I was like, listen, you're going to be doing too much. Calm down. So I stopped myself. But I really like this. There are a few shades in here that I do have in my collection already. I feel like this shade is similar to the one from the Raw Beauty and ColourPop collection. This shade is close to the one from the Raw Beauty Christy and Pure collection. But other than that, I feel like a lot of these shades are really unique. Like this yellow with like that tinge of like green. This true aquamarine style blue. I don't know. I just feel like there are really unique shades to my collection in here. And obviously the formula is really good because BH Cosmetics does it. They really do it for an affordable price. I've never tried anything from BH Cosmetics that I didn't like, actually. I feel like I've only tried like powder products, so I've never tried like their concealer. I like their brushes. I like their Pro Contour palette. I love that palette. And I like all the eyeshadow palettes that I've gotten from them, honestly. So, and this look, no different than the rest. I love these colors. I love them together. I can't wait to play more with this duochrome shade and put it on top of other shades and kind of see how it reacts, because it's not super strong duochrome. It's kind of a soft one where I feel like it really depends on the shades that you put under it to really make it pop, and I feel like it looks really nice, you know. Let's see, the freckle tint. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of growing on me the more I look in the mirror. Because I did put them where my freckles are, it kind of just looks like my freckles. I will have to try this again when I didn't powder my face and see if it does that like trick where you tap it, if it does that a little bit better. But I don't know, I think I'll keep playing with it. Don't have a full thought on it yet, but so far, so good. I feel like the color looks right for me. I did get the shade Light. They do have a deep one as well. The highlight. I think this looks gorgeous. It is still a slight bit tacky, but probably not more tacky than I normally have my face. So yeah, I don't feel like my hair is gonna stick in it or anything. I'm gonna have to keep playing with it. I'm not 100% sold, but I do think it is beautiful. I do think that it is everything pretty much that Juicy Jazz made it look like, that Jasmine made it look like. Like, it looks just wet on your skin. It just looks really nice. Really nice, like almost like I've got like a little bit of a sweat coming through, but not oily, just like a plump, smooth. I like it, and it smells like watermelon. The lip gloss, I really like this. I do feel like I would like it even more if it had a different doe foot. Even like a paddle that's just got a little bit of give to it. I just feel like the tip of this is as hard and straight as the stick of this, you know, which I would like to have like a little bit more comfort when I'm putting on something this soothing and juicy. This would be like an everyday carried in my purse kind of situation. I'm curious to see how it affects my lips in the long run. Like, does it work more nourishingly, or is it drying or whatever on my lips? But so far so good. I think they're really nice and juicy, super comfortable. Thumbs up. I don't know, but yes, I believe that is everything that we talked about today. I had a really successful look today, and I am ready to go to Tropez on vacation. Let's go. Come on. But yeah, that is everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!